Yo, what's poppin'? It's Tomathan, your coach of Compound Highs, here for real BPL Week 6 against Sons of Skeledirge, coached by Cheesy, also known as Jack. And I actually think this is the first matchup that I do not win this hazard duel, right? So to set up his hazards, you have Heatran, you have Lando, you have a T-Spike from Overquill, you have a Screamtail, right? I have a Corviknight for removal. Heatran is going to absolutely murder this guy. I just can't bring it in. So he should have no problem keeping his rocks up, straight up. As long as it's Heatran. If it's Lando, then he gets smoked by Corv. That's why I think Lando having rocks would be like a massive toss, and Heatran should have them, unless he wants to go like with a Scarf Heatran or something weird like that. I don't know what he'd want to do with Heatran, but I think it should be rocks. He could go Flash Fire for my Chi-Yu. He could also go Flame Body for my Sneasler. I guess going Flame Body actually makes no sense for Sneasler because you get owned by CC and you can't proc it with Dire Claw. So he should just be Flash Fire, actually, thinking through that for half a second, which is good news. Nah, actually, it's bad news. I'd rather him be Flame Body. My bad. But yeah, so Corviknight owned by Heatran. And my Claude, my Hydra, he has Cinderace for Court Change and Cryogonal. So Cryogonal would own Hydra and kind of Claude, I guess. So Cryo's not like a terrible bring if you want to keep my rocks off. But also Cinderace just makes it really annoying because while he won't switch into these two, it's just not a good feeling to see him get rocks up for no reason. And also, if rocks do come up from the Cinderace, if he Court Changes them, and again, Corviknight can't come in on that. It's just not possible. So it should be kind of tough for me to keep my rocks up. And I think his rocks should be up like perma, which is annoying. But it is what it is. Anyway, looking more towards the actual threats on the field, because I'm not bringing any of my hazard guys for sure if I'm not winning the duel, right? There's an Urshifu Rapid Strike. Absolute monster threat. Complete bomb of a Pokemon. So who am I bringing first and foremost? Boom. We're bringing in Mud Truck. Right, we have the water absorb, we have the max defense, a big 60 base defense coming through. 240, goodness gracious, you're gonna want to watch out. EQ Toxic, recover Stealth Rock, so I can't get Surging Strikes. Yes, there could be an Ice Spinner, yes, there could be a Zen Headbutt, but then I'm making him click those buttons, right? Which is good in tandem with Vanity the Corviknight. These two mons hopefully should come together and stop whatever Urshifu wants to do. And you know what? I'll even reveal Food here. These three mons should be able to stop the Urshifu in some way, right? And Food is choice banned with Wave Crash, Liquid, EQ, Zen, Headbutt, just because I didn't really know what I wanted to bring in my 6th slot. This was my 6th guy. But either way, there should be a world where Urshifu does not break these three combined. He could be protective pads for this guy, but then Mud Truck should do the job, right? And then this is like insurance. So, and these guys do other things as well. Like, for example, Clodsire. He's also checking a Zapdos. Cinderace doesn't own it completely. Like, it kind of does if it's banded Pyro Ball, but whatever. I can come in on the Overquill. Just like the Electro doesn't do that well because I just have that much natural special defense. That Clodsire kind of blanket checks a lot, and even Heatran without Earth Power, but Earth Power should definitely be here. But there's a lot of mons that Clodsire just kind of blanket checks, right? Also, Corviknight, great for the Landorus. I think Lando should come. I would maybe guess Scarfed. Intimidate seems pretty good against me when I have a Sneasler. That's basically it when I have a Sneasler, and I also resist both of the stabs, so I would expect him to be scared of my kill leader. But yeah, so Corviknight for that guy. Corviknight also doesn't do too shabby against Overquill either. And then for Dondozo, the reason Dondozo's here is because his only water resist is Urshifu and Electrode, which are fake. So ideally this guy comes in on maybe Heatran, because I struggle to switch into Heatran kind of. And then I fire off a Wave Crash or something. Could also come in on Cinderace, could come in on the Urshifu even. And then we'll see what happens from there. So we got a bunch of defensive behemoths right off the rip that I think have a lot of value to bring. And then I'll talk about how I'm checking this Heatran, like, actually, because Dondozo, like, doesn't love taking Magma Storm chip for no reason. I was thinking about AV, but it'd literally just be for Heatran, so it doesn't seem worth it. So I am bringing the guy, I'm bringing Phil the Thrill, the Hydreigon with AV, also packing Draco, Dark Pulse, Earth Power, U-Turn, max speed, because this outruns Urshifu, then special attack, and then sub summon Spadef, because why not? So this guy, right, he comes in on Zapdos, he comes in on Heatran, he can come in on, that's basically the main two. I'm a little scared of high jump kick from this guy. I can come in on Earthquakes, I can come in on Surging Strikes, perhaps, depending on if he's Scarf or whatnot. And basically, Hydra's doing what he does best. He's gonna break for Chi-Yu, because Chi-Yu is coming, and his only dark resists are Overquill, Urshifu, and Morgrem. And Morgrem just isn't coming. I can't see Morgrem coming. It doesn't make any sense. I'm not that threatening that you need the screens up on anything. What are you even setting up with? Swords Dance whenever I have a Dondozo? Like, it just doesn't, he's not coming. So Hydra will spam Dark Pulse, can break this guy, can break this guy. Eventually Chi-Yu comes in, he will also Dark Pulse everything, right? That's, I've done this strat like multiple times this season where I just dark spam and it's kind of worked. So yeah. Then up my two big guys, I already talked about the Chi-Yu. He has choice Scarf to outrun Urshifu if he is a Scarf Urshifu with Overheat, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, and Psychic in case I do need that little extra kick. Max speed because there's an off chance you run what, Zapdos Scarf. And I just wanted a Scarfer. I didn't want it to be Sneasler because I don't love Sneasler as Scarf, but Chi-Yu, not a lot of resists to Dark. The fire resists aren't that plentiful. Like, you can be Flash Fire, but you know, Urshifu and Cinderace are kind of fake fire resists. I guess you could be Crocolore, but I don't know. I'm just not that threatened by a Crocolore. I don't care that much. And yeah, so Chi-Yu will probably be my end game win condition, or my goal for it. And then of course, Sneeze and Sneedings coming through. Protective Pad because there's a Zapdos on the field, so I'm just not fucking with it. Running CC Dire Claw, U-Turn Fake Out. Enough speed to outrun Cinderace, which is 1 point lower, then attack and HP. I'm just gonna be annoying. I'm gonna spread my poison. I'm gonna pivot around. This should be the fastest thing on the field, barring, you know, Scarfers, barring if Electrode comes, which Electrode's not awful into me, but Phil the Thrill should probably just deal with it. Also, Mud Truck doesn't mind it, so I'm not too worried about all of that. These Sneedings, it's just coming to every matchup. I'm telling you right now, there's 0% chance I ever leave him at home to everybody trying to prep against me. He's here. Deal with it, you know? So this is what we end up looking like in the end. Also worth noting, I am Oblivious on my Dondozo for the Intimidators. I was debating between Oblivious and Water Veil to stop the burn from coming through from a Heatran, from a Cinderace, from a, you know, Crocolore. And actually, I might change this before I go into battle, which I guess I'll mention. But my thought process was maybe Overquill would be the guy to switch in, and I want to be able to do massive damage with Wave Crash or Liquid or whatever else. So I just deleted my entire fucking thing. Okay, chill. So that's why I'm Oblivious. I also can't get taunted, which I don't care about, but it's just for Intimidate, really. I don't love what I'm doing here. I feel like this Dondozo could be something more optimal, and I just kind of slapped a band on it. But I think everything else should be really good, which is this guy. I'm not sold on what I've done with him, but I want him to take advantage of his poor water resists, because he used to have a Slowbro, but now that he's gone, he's just kind of opened up. So we'll see. I think Dondozo should be good for 1, or at least should be good to get chip on Urshifu, which will let Plimbo sweep. That's the thing. It's like, even if he doesn't do that much, hopefully Urshifu comes in at some point and I get the chip off. Team, we are in the battle. I see Electrode, Heatran, Cinder, no Urshifu, which is crazy. Zap Overquill. Interesting. So was this the wrong link? No, it wasn't. Nobody joined. There's nobody who wanted to join. Hello? Okay. So Claude is in a much worse role than it was. Vanity is there for that. So I could lead Sneeze for just the fucking fake out on something. I could also just say fuck it and food, but if you lead Electrode or either of those two are bad, Claude is a decent switch, but I don't want to be in front of a Cinderace that much. I think I'm leading Sneeze and Sneedings, and we'll go from there. Let's just fake out. Static is annoying. I have protective pads, so I just don't care. Nice. I love that turn 1. I should be able to just go Mud Truck pretty easily. Nothing else really comes in here. I could go Fill the Thrill, but I think he has more value than Mud Truck at this point. And I can get, well, yeah, I don't want to get, I'll just go Claude. T-Wave, nice. That's huge. If I went the other guy, it would have been awful. So now the question is, do I just get my rocks up and just live with it if he goes ace? Probably not, because that's going to be boots anyway, and I think rocks are worse for me because I'm not, more rocks are worse for me than they are better for him, unfortunately. So I think I just EQ or recover. How much will Chloroblast really do to me? I didn't really do much for this guy. Leaf Storm does 33 to 38. That means I can just recover in case he wants to Chloroblast and get it over with. It's a safe recover, because if I don't recover, then I'm opened up to oh, he's actually seeding. Real? I mean, okay, I'll EQ. Okay, go Lando. I'm going Vanity every time. I'm not gonna think too hard about that. Is he gonna be his rocker? Sub. Interesting. You turn into fake out, breaks it, I'd assume, but then I'm kind of in a similar situation. Is he gonna be setup? Can I lose the setup? Probably not. Let me go Lando. Substitute. Do I break this? I should break this. We'll find out. Smackdown. Okay, I can be EQ'd. That's hella broken. So Smackdown does 8.5. Means that you are not offensively invested at all. You are just not offensive at all. So how much will that really do to Hydra? Hardly anything. So Hydra just like doesn't really care. I could also go Donnie, who takes not very much. I guess Grass Knot's kind of a threat. Good thing this set had Grass Knot. Probably wouldn't have thought about it, to be honest. I like Fill the Thrill, because how much does EQ do to Corv anyway? Just half. I don't love. So we can go Fill the Thrill. What else would you have? Smackdown, EQ, SD. I'll go this guy. Sub again, that's fine. I can just pulse freely. I don't think he carries a fairy move. I don't think he can. Okay. Does he not die? With Drake right now? So the problem is I haven't actually done damage. So if you are Hellas Bedef, the answer to that is no. How much do I take from an EQ? Kind of a lot. Interesting. I think U-turn into Vanity is pretty safe. Always, though, no? And then I can come around next time with Hydra and do the same thing. Yeah. Oh, you switch. Okay. Well, Sneasler seems pretty free. Sneasler seems hella free. So let's go Sneasler. I'm just gonna hit CC. There's no ghost type to think about. There's nothing really to think about like that. You're dead. No static. I wonder why. Maybe I am protective pads. Sneasler's in a pretty good spot. Overquill is in. I should be able to go Vanity once again. I don't see a reason not to. Nothing wants to get poisoned. I'll just go Vanity. Chill. U-turn or Bird? U-turn should be slower, and then I can U-turn into Chiyu. Probably gets a kill. Fill the Thrill. I think U-turn's better than anything else. Crunch. Take that chip. How much did that do? 25 to from Overquill onto Corv means you are not adamant. You are not even invested. Maybe there's some investment there. Oh, that's Life Orb. That's why. Okay, so that could be adamant. Pretty solid chance that's adamant, which means you're not anything important, which means I should be able to earth power this thing. I should be able to Draco it, or I can go Sneeze and Sneedings, and that doesn't actually kill. Fake out into close CC should kill. I think this is safer. I think we go here, we hit Fake Out. Oh, he's lefties. That makes things a little bit more annoying. Not the end of the world. I guess I kind of... Okay. 13 from Fake Out. What does that mean? It means there's some investment there. In some way. He could be max HP, max attack. Which means this CC won't kill. But it does mean I can U-turn freely. Into Vanity once again. Oh, he's rest talk. This can't beat Corv. Zap is in. I'll go Mud Truck. I want to keep my Hydra HP. Nice. Don't want to put up my rocks yet because I'm still kind of scared. I'm gonna Toxic. You can go Overquill. Ooh, that's annoying actually. I'll go back Vanity. I'm pretty sure I beat this 1v1 if I'm not mistaken, with the help of my stuff. Hydra doesn't kill. Donnie doesn't kill. Donnie probably does kill with enough of that thing. Oh, Chiyu does kill. I can U-turn into Chiyu and get a kill. So I think I'll do that. That's chill. Unless I'm reading this wrong, because you're not Spadef invested. Let's do that. Ooh, I don't want to switch into Flash Fire like that. I've kind of trolled. Do I Dark Pulse? That's kind of troll though, no? Maybe a little doubling's in order. Maybe a little Mud Truck is in order. Let's go Mud Truck. Yeah, okay, cool. So there's a potential earth power on this, but I am kind of down to just hit EQ and find out what goes on. It's that or Fill the Thrill as he goes into either of those two. Actually, Fill the Thrill looks kind of heat to catch either of them. Let's do that. Okay, chill. No, Dark Pulse is just the safest play because EP probably doesn't kill anyway. 21! Oh, he's AV as fuck. I've never seen a more AV mon in my life. Yeah, that's just straight up AV. Wait, he's left. No, he's not leftovers. Yeah. He's AV. He's ran this before. How much did my Dark Pulse do? 21, which means this isn't real. Could be this. I mean, getting this much chip on it with Earth Power is hella worth. Because at this point, yeah. He predicted something, and now I can Dark Pulse again. Or I could, no, I'll just Dark Pulse again. Yeah, that's big damage. He doesn't want this thing to take. And I Dark Pulse again. Nothing's stopping me. Who's gonna stop me? Who's going to, what is it? Who's gonna take the boats? Who will carry the boats? Ace. Do I keep this thing for a switch? No, Ace is too big of a threat to fuck around here. I mean, he U-turns though. He hella U-turns. Maybe he doesn't. I guess you can Pyro Ball and U-turn next turn depending on what you are. I know what you are. I'm gonna U-turn myself just in case he tries to do something dumb. Yeah, that's fine. That doesn't tell me anything, but Hydra was useless at this point, I think, because he's already chipped there. And now I can flamethrower. I can flamethrower sweep pretty soon. Overquill. Now nothing stops this overheat from killing something. Clinical precision coming out from Plimbo right now. Absolutely clinical. Bang! Dead body. That doesn't tell him anything either. He doesn't know if I'm faster. He doesn't know if I'm specs. He has no fucking clue what I am. Because that kills no matter what. Zap comes in. I go Mud Truck every time. Something gets toxic here. Why did nobody pull up to this battle, by the way? Curious. Something gets toxic. Goodbye, Lando. Go Vanity. No Urshifu is like, makes this so chill. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just so chill with no Urshifu on the field. I'm smacked down, guys. Oh god. Does anything stop me from just Roost spamming here for 2 turns? I don't think so. Earth Power. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, Corv isn't actually useful anymore because it loses to both of these guys. So I'm gonna Roost in case he tries to predict, and he doesn't. Sneasler? Probably safest bet. Or I could go Mud Truck and get a Toxic on something. That doesn't sound too bad. No, I'll keep him around. We'll go Sneasler and hit Fake Out. Yes! Poison Touch! Yes. That's a damage. I'm confusioned. Kind of bad. If I hit myself... I'm gonna recover. Snap out. Nice. I'm just gonna kind of fight through this confusion, I think. Well, it's kind of bad that he's not toxic, eh? Am I trolling if I set up rocks now? Yeah, because these two are both boots, probably. I guess I get info. I'm gonna EQ. I should have hit recover from him doing that. I guess I'm putting myself at risk for no reason. I'll go Plimbo. I'll go Plimbo. I'm confused. Okay, well. I just opened myself up to a... Nothing. Nothing, really. That's the answer. Nice. Don't you dare fucking... Dude! Why is he the go that confusing? Stop it! Thank fuck. Can we get the earthquake on the oh, he stays. If I get confused here, I fucking hate this. Does he hit it? I'd hit it. I'd hit Hurricane hella. It's so annoying. Do not. Goat. Now I hit Roost and I get EQ. Oh my god, he doesn't. Well, he just opened himself up to being EQ spammed. He's 8 Hurricanes left. Bro. Even if you kill right now, how much does this even do? He's been doing 44, which means he's like modest. Right? Isn't that what that means? Yeah, he's modest. Which means my EQ does a kill right now. So you either risk your life on a Hurricane. Even if you kill me, I come out and win the game, no? Okay, chill. Plimbo is a better answer here, so I can come in and fake out later. Yeah. Let's just hit Dark Pulse and win the game. If he's Scarf, I can lose, but I don't know how he beats a full health Dondozo, so. And he's not Scarf. Let's give the kill to Sneasler for the one time. Nice, okay. Chill battle. It actually got kind of tough in the end because it's a really well-made Zapdos, but like I felt pretty in control that whole game, team, I'll be honest. MVP has to be Sneasler. He got so many fucking kills. He just killed everything. Dondozo doesn't even come out for the second game in a row. He was in the back. Food, his legacy continues. Anyway. Deuces.